This is another video brought to you by the Ichiban Productions. Like, comment, subscribe. So welcome everyone, happy days are here again. We're back with another tech review, and in fact this is another hub, but this one is designed specifically for an iPad. So if you've been watching my channel, you know I've recently reviewed another Anker USB-C hub, which should be appearing at the top if you're interested in something that'll work with anything. Now this bad boy is specifically designed for an iPad and iPad Pro. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what does that mean? Well, first of all, let's take a look at the outside of the box, because it all will become clear when we unbox it. So it's a Series 5, so it's one of their newer generations. And then on the back is the traditional thing. It's obviously got a HDMI port, but I will show you other amazing ports that it has. If you're interested in the specific model, it's 6-in-1 for iPad, and it's the 541. That's enough talking and having a look at the box. Let's crack it open and show you what I mean, why this is specifically for an iPad. If you're in any doubt, you know where I got this from. I got it straight from Amazon. It was $33.99. It's currently $49.99, so it might be worth looking for a sale if you're looking for it. It's got a pull tab there. Open it up, and there we go. You know what it's like. There's the instructions, and there is the hub itself. It wouldn't be an Ichiban Productions review if we don't look at the instructions first, because you know what I think about reading. I'm surprised to not got the happy, sad one, you know, where if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. But there it is, the instructions. Let's open it up. Oh dear, look at all this information that we're not going to read. Basically, you plug it in and it should work. However, if you learn specific information, it's got some there. Riveting. And there's the different ports. But you don't want to read it, you want to see it. It doesn't take a rocket science to see why this is specifically for the iPad and not for everything. It is because the design of the top. So that's got a lip there that will sit flush to the iPad. There's the USB-C port. So obviously it's for an iPad for USB-C, not Lightning. And what you do is you clip it in and away you go. I'll show you that in 1 second. But let's talk a little bit more about the ports. We've got ourselves a 3.5mm headphone jack, a standard SD card, a microSD card reader. You know, they work really, really well. We've got our standard USB, I think it's 3.0 port. We've got a power delivery USB-C, so it means that you can still charge the iPad whilst the hub's in, which is what I particularly wanted it for. Ooh, it says there, power delivery. Ooh. Oh, it's also a communication port as well. So it's not just power only, we can also communicate through that. Nice. Nice. And then we've got a HDMI 2.0 port, which can do 4K 60 frames. And that is the hub. So I know what you're thinking. Let's plug it in and see how does it fit. Boom, cheeky cut on my back. So there we go, we've got a 12.9-inch iPad Pro. This will work on any USB-C iPad, whether it's a mini or a normal one or anything like that. Now in theory, it'll clip in both ways. However, as you can see, I've got the Magic Keyboard here. So this will only plug in one way with the Magic Keyboard, because obviously you've got this back support there. So therefore, if you want to plug this in, you're going to have the Anker logo going forward. Click, and there we go, it's in. Press space bar, whatever, and there we go. We can see the device has been recognized and it works an absolute treat. There is one thing to consider, you know, if you've got your iPad in a case, that isn't going to sit flush if you've got a case on this that wraps over the edges, so do consider that when purchasing this. But this hub works exactly as you think it's going to work. I mean, I've had no issues, no problems. I've been using it for a little bit of time. The HDMI, you know, works connected to a monitor. It's okay. Obviously, we need the new iOS 16.2 to get the dual screen support. At the moment, it just mirrors it. It mirrors it fine. No problems, no issues with that. Another cheeky cut there. So what I wanted to do is to show you a few extra things on here. So yes, the pass-through charging does work. Now one of the nice things about the iPad Pro is the port at the bottom is powered, which means that it can read memory sticks and SD cards perfectly fine without needing a power in, but you can power the hub as well by putting power through. It will transfer to the hub. One thing I did find interesting is I was underestimating how the SD cards worked, and I'm sure you guys understand, and you probably laugh at me for this, but let me show you what I mean. So I totally underestimated how the cards would go in. So first things first, if you're going to plug in an SD card, it's obvious. It needs to go that way up, and it doesn't go all the way in. It literally just clips in a little bit. It's really, really strange. And then on the top, it goes the other way around, and you press it. Ooh, am I going to manage to do it on camera? There we go, it slips in. So it doesn't clip in or nothing, it just literally just slides in, and that is it, connected. Again, if you've got it in your iPad, you can access files, app to then access the files that are on your SD card. It works absolutely fine, no issues at all. I can also confirm that the 3.5mm jack works. It just does what it says on the tin, and it does it for what I consider to be a good price. I'm not sure what else to say, so let's get a cheeky star rating on it. So for this iPad specific Anker USB-C dock, I'm going to give it about 5 stars out of 5 stars. I'm absolutely thoroughly impressed with this. For $33.99, this was an absolute bargain. I love how portable it is. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It doesn't have a dangling cable. You know, the ports work. It does exactly what it says on its tin. You know, I really, really like this product. One of the big reasons I went for this over a normal USB-C dock or hub I should say, is that this plugs straight into the iPad. Most of them have like a dangling cable, and what I do is when I record, because I record from an iPad, believe it or not, I'm sure you've seen it in reflection of the videos, I have in that one I would have a USB-A microphone, which I'm using right now, plug that straight in, and then, you know, because I'm recording, it drains the battery. I like to be able to plug in a power to charge it as well. You know, it works an absolute treat. This is exactly what I want. It's highly recommended. It gets the Ichiban Productions seal of approval. So if you're in the market for an iPad hub, this is exactly the one you should go buy. So if you enjoyed the video, you found it useful in any way, please consider giving it a cheeky thumbs up. The more thumbs ups it gets, the more people can see this and it'll be recommended to them, so they can make an informed decision to buy a quality product that is highly recommended. Hopefully I've answered all your questions. If you've got any extra questions or comments, please post them in the comment section below. I reply to each and every comment. I love engaging with my community, so if you've got a few seconds to post a comment, I will definitely reply. It will mean a lot to me. If you've enjoyed this video or any of my videos or found them useful in any way, consider pressing that subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me if you did. I'm just an independent YouTuber who's trying to make his way in the world to get to that cheeky 1,000 subscribers. It would mean so much to me if you could press it. I really would appreciate it. Go on, press it. You know you want to. And with that in mind, you know what I'm going to say. Look after yourselves. Take care of the people around you. And most importantly, stay out of trouble.